Hi Neil.
Hello. You've been a UNISON activist for a number of years now. Tell me how you actually got involved in the trade union movement.
Yeah, thanks Neil. Well, actually, I got involved in the movement roughly about the mid-80s in Liverpool. I was a shop steward for Macy Travel at the time. And during that period of time in Liverpool, there was a number of social developments taking place between the city council and the government at the time, which is Conservative government with Maggie Thatcher.
Well, this was Thatcherism then, in the mid-80s?
It was, yeah. As I said, I worked for Macy Travel, and in that period, unfortunately, the bus services were deregulated and privatised. And that was part of the reasons why I got involved in the movement, because jobs at the time were at risk.
Because the bus service was actually run by public service employees, wasn't it, at that time?
That's correct, yeah.
And deregulation actually meant that private organisations, private transport companies could bid and take on the work.
That's correct.
And what was the effect on organisation and membership?
Well, at the time, with privatisation being a threat, some jobs were lost. But also there was a background of the miners this strike, and also the council dispute with the government in relation to cuts in services.
And did you find that by organising around privatisation that the UNISON membership or the trade union membership grew as a result of that?
It certainly did, yeah, because the members saw the union taking forward their struggle on their behalf.
And trade union membership would have transferred into the private sector when unfortunately deregulation came into effect.
That's right. But also at that time there was a struggle going on within the city, and there was political awareness was on the increase in any case.
And following on from deregulation, tell me a little bit about your trade union background since then.
Yeah, well, it just so happens that about 3 or 4 years after privatisation, the company went down the route of making staff compulsory redundant, because before then it was voluntary redundancy, and at the time I was a leading shop steward, quite vocal, and I was one of the first to be made redundant. As a result of that, fortunately enough, I was able to get a job within 3 months with Liverpool City Council, and I got involved within the trade union in Liverpool City Council.
And do you feel as though your redundancy from the company was as a direct result of you being a trade union activist?
In hindsight, that is a strong possibility, but nevertheless, no, these things happen. You know, you have to put your head above the parapet on occasions, which I did. But I haven't looked back since then, because I got involved in City Council, much stronger union base. Got involved in the union at local, regional, and national level. And
you've not looked back?
I've got a lot more grey hair than at the early stage, but you know, if I'm honest, I've not looked back. No.
And you feel as though your career in the trade union movement has been very satisfying, you've enjoyed it? I know it's not over,
yeah,
but it's been worthwhile, and you recommend it for other people?
It's been satisfying when you see justice being implemented, when you see a member who's been threatened with dismissal and you win the case. From that point of view, yes, it's been satisfying. Like everything else in life, you have your ups and you have your downs.